View. Yeah. This is not table. This is finger. Do you understand what I mean? If you want to put the table, you just put the table. But this actually is a finger. Gentlemen, this is a finger or table?
Gentlemen?
Yeah.
This is a table, so it has to be above.
No, I just mentioned this is a finger or table.
This is?
Yes.
This is a figure. Because a table, I can modify it.
Yes.
By myself.
So actually this is a finger. This is
it's not finger. Finger is this one. It's figure.
Right?
It's figure.
Figure.
Figure. Yeah.
This is finger.
Yeah. A picture.
Right. Okay.
It's not a table.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Good point. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good finger.
Okay.
If I create it by myself, what should I write for the source?
Yeah, source.
Self-made or what?
Yes. No. Source by gentlemen.
No, you okay? Or you from your survey or your questionnaire. You made it by yourself.
Gentlemen.
Yes.
What should I write?
Write Peter from Australia. The gentleman.
No problem. Okay.
No problem.
If someone they are interested for your result, they want to connect and find where did you got this one.
So I just write my name.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. You will become famous name. Okay. So
your name is going to be famous.
all right.
Peter is going to be famous again.
Okay. So this is the same. This is not table. Okay. So you need to change. Yes.
No.
So we must be show our presentation or the paper just similar like the article like this.
Mm-hmm. Yes. It says it's more
You know, I mean,
professional.
sorry. Say again.
I mean, we must be show our paper just like the article like this.
Like
Yeah, you write down.
professional
You write down. Okay, you write down your paper first, and then follow your paper. Make the PPT for your presentation. So, can you understand? You follow your paper. You follow your paper and make the PPT by yourself, and you do your presentation later.
I mean the structure of paper.
Yes. So, yeah.
If you don't know what to do, just put more fingers. Just put more fingers.
Okay. So this is the Mrs. Liu, and
Don't show mine. Mine is really bad.
you want to show you?
No, mine is bad. I know.
So you already know how
Yeah,
to do it.
I know how to do it. That's okay.
It's okay.
I did my title in like the whole page.
I want to see it.
No,
Yeah.
Professor, that's no. You get that's a no.
Okay, everybody will consider your results. So would you mind show us?
I mind. This gentleman is not happy. I put just a title on the whole
Okay,
page.
okay. So, okay, Peter first.
Oh, Peter first, yeah.
All right. So actually, I already revised 3 times for Peter.
Yeah, 2 times.
2 or 3 times.
Yeah, 2 times.
Yeah. So yeah, it's much better and become more professional. All right.
It's a professional paper.
Yeah. So how many fingers do you
Okay,
have?
you can look. So you have to look here, 3 or 4, all right? It's much better, but the abstract too long.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Because we need to write 15 pages, so it's
Yeah,
okay.
that's okay.
Okay. All right.
But why don't you have table of content? That's
Alright.
strange. Why don't you memorize?
So
Wow, Peter, so many fingers.
The fingers will come later.
I just see copy pasta from internet.
yeah.
What? Oh, okay. Hierarchy within the family. It's like nothing. Source? No source.
I'm not finished yet.
Actually, that's a good point.
No source.
No, I
Professor,
mean,
how you revise it? I can revise it.
I mean, here it's quite difficult to find the structure of the family.
What is this? It's like a blue circle. That's
You will see it in the PowerPoint. You will see it in my presentation.
Right, okay. So,
How many pages did you write?
by all the same, Peter,
Yeah.
so this is 100%.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't it easier just to say 100%?
No.
We have to show.
Yes.
Okay.
It's like a cake.
Yeah, it's like exactly. Put some candles.
Right?
Where is the source again?
I'm not finished yet.
Okay. Why this figure is blue in blue right now? You see it?
Because I
there?
like blue.
Okay.
Okay, if, for example, if you check your water, it's the red one.
Nuture?
Yeah.
It's maybe something wrong,
Yeah.
you need to check.
Maybe it's
It's
something
not.
wrong.
It's not.
Yeah.
Nuture.
So this is
Yeah,
the
same.
same.
All the one. Come on, it's replica change.
Yeah.
Okay, so you need to check.
Yeah.
And here,
So my friend, what is this?
I'm not finished yet.
Okay.
okay, so if you look the red one,
Yeah, we'll check
please
it again.
check it again, okay? And the blue one as well.
I think the blue one is okay.
The blue one usually is like just a space. You need to delete a space.
Okay, teacher here,
Yeah, therefore Commonwealth page should be a dash.
because he is
Yeah,
an
okay,
English
that's
teacher.
about after the other.
Thank you, English
Okay.
teacher.
Yes.
What
Yeah.
about well paid?
English gentleman. Thank you.
Dash.
Ah, okay.
Because it's a compound word.
Okay.
Right.
Thank
So, sense teacher, okay?
Say thank you.
Next time I send it to you first.
Okay, never mind, alright? And, okay.
Source? Again, source? No source?
And here, actually, it's
Not good.
not good.
We need names, years,
Yeah, so you need to
papers.
provide the author,
Okay.
year,
What is
topic,
this?
journal, and number and page.
Yeah.
This is how they
And
teach
after
you in
that-
Australia?
See the website.
Okay.
Can you get my point?
Yes.
Okay, cool,
Thank you.
right? Right. So this is Peter, but just little things, okay?
What did you ask? Really? How many?
All right. And this is the gentleman. right?
No, mine is bad, I know. I wrote my title in the whole page.
No problem, okay? So actually it's good. So just check.
Okay, no keywords.
Yeah, keyword.
I didn't revise even once, you know?
Yeah.
So many good.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, what is that?
The source should be below. Actually, Professor,
What's this? I don't know.
Egg or what is this?
this is the figure. This is the figure.
It's a figure.
As you can see, World Summit of Social Development. It's from conference.
Okay. So
At least it have source, you know?
no, I mean you need to mention where did you get this one.
Well, it's written source 2005 World Summit Social
No, I
Conference.
mean you need to mention where did you get this one.
Internet.
Or
The website.
where's the internet?
Oh, the website.
Yeah, you need to provide the link.
Google.
The
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
The link inside.
Because if someone interested for your topic, then they will follow.
But usually it's like enough. They can watch the World Development Summit. That's
Right,
it.
but it's fine.
Okay, thank you. It's fine.
And
It's small X. I like X, by the way.
And the same.
I like it.
It's the same again. It's from the same conference. You should
Yeah.
check. It's really good conference.
All right.
There's so
So
much Google. So much Google.
the same. Read one. Okay. You need to check by yourself.
But that's okay if there's mistake. That means I've written that by myself.
And what's this?
What's this?
A Christmas tree.
Christmas. Exactly. Christmas is coming. Exactly. Christmas is coming.
You need to check. Okay. So
Okay.
What the fuck is this?
This figure,
Index.
source by gentleman from Lithuania.
yes. Where the source?
Gentleman from Lithuania.
Okay. And it's a
Screenshot.
Okay.
It's a screenshot.
Okay, so
Okay, I will do it. Don't worry, Professor.
Okay. So, well, just little things.
I
Okay,
know.
don't worry. And the same.
Too many numbers.
Where did you get this one? Okay,
And you have to put
the same.
But it's
Okay.
written the source. If you put it, you will find it.
And this is a table. Okay,
Okay, gotcha.
I already changed it for you.
Okay, thank you, Professor.
Okay, so and the source as well. This is not so incompletely.
Yeah, but it's the company's name that made this.
Yeah, you need to mention, okay? And here, this is I made it for you or you made.
I made it for him.
No, I think I made it for myself, and then he checked, and then I sent to you.
Okay. So, and then you need to follow when you drop the name.
Oh, the alphabet.
For example,
I know.
which one is the surname?
Well, it's,
The James or Paul is the surname.
well, James and Paul are both like really good names. So if they James Paul, they have really good names.
No, I mean, for example, if Paul is the surname, you just make the Paul, okay, and comma, J dot. Can you get my point? I mean, you just write down the surname, okay, and the comma, and the first name, or maybe just dot. This is one also, okay? And if you have next, you need to add the second one. For example, the surname is the name. Okay, and the same. Meiji, okay? This is the second author.
Okay, good.
Okay, and third is it's Andy or Siri. Maybe you just check.
Okay, I will check. That's okay.
Yeah. So this is the total. Maybe you have those 3 or 4. Okay, and you can write down and finally someone. This is the. Okay, for example, this is the surname, the Stiger. Okay,
Which one is that?
so M, it's enough. And after that, you write down the year, 2015. Okay, and after that, the name, the book. What's the name? Okay.
Okay.
And yeah, so you just a little change. So here, 2015 or 2013, you move to the behind the author. Can you get my point? You don't put here.
I know, behind the author.
Right. The author and then year and the topic. Or the name of the book, okay, and after that the journal or the publisher. So just check.
Okay, I will check.
And about Modi, so you send the first, okay. So if possible, you also add your email address and. The keyword maybe just 3 or 4 is enough. Okay, maybe you can change a little, right? And yeah, so and here the same. You need to put the finger. Okay, figure, and figure. Okay, thank you, right? And the source, I'm not sure you copy from where. You need to write down more, and the same. Okay. Actually, you can use in the computer. You can draw away. You can draw away this one, and then put all the full name. Okay, source. All right. Okay, just do the things. All right. And finally, actually. Because this is the English paper, we don't like to see the Chinese again.
但我下面也有英文。
No, I mean.
有一些中文的你。
No, I mean you have two choices. One, throw away Chinese. One is translate for name. You do something, translate in English. When you publish one paper in English, we don't like to see another word again. Okay, so this is not only for this time, but for your future. Okay, so you cannot copy the Chinese directly. So you have two choices. Okay, one, throw away. It's not necessary. And one, do some favor for them, just to do some translation. In English, okay? So this is all important. And here, the same situation. For example, this is the surname, okay? And then you need to move this one to behind. All the surname first, okay? So the surname, okay? And after that year, so you do some change, okay? And this, okay? This one. So can you get my point? All the surname all first, okay? So like here, you just move this one behind here, okay? So and then, did you finish?
Yeah, I finished.
Okay, please send a new one to
Okay.
me, okay? So because actually, then he sent the paper to me very earlier, but I think this is the first drop, okay? So if you already completely, please say it to me again.
Yes.
All right?
I will.
And and this is the lady from Mexico?
She's not here.
She's not here.
Not here.
Not here. She's gonna be next week here.
Okay.
Now she's having a really nice time in the Philippines.
Right. So I also try to do some revision for her, but after that she cannot accept. I don't know why. So actually I pay a lot of time for her, and but she just send the initial or just did a change to me again. Okay, so okay, but yeah, maybe when she can, and then I can talk her again. And so if possible, you write down your email, abstract, okay, and the keyword. You don't need to make it now. Okay, so if possible, you try to talk some story, okay? And okay, so can you get my point?
I'm
You
not
just cut this one and put here.
Should we go?
Or you want to try to just anything manage it again? I'm not sure. Actually, this timetable is quite good. Okay, you can very completely to mention some story, special from 1945 to 1965. Okay, so it's good, and you also can try. I'm not sure actually. This is I made it for you. I'm not sure. Here, the finger one, you also can try to put some special name for this finger. Okay. So the same. Where did you got this photo? And anything special name you can design or the source. Okay, so yeah, it's just little things, all right? The same. This is the finger. Actually, everybody all did very well, and here, if possible, you can try to write down about your source. Okay, you can find an author. If you cannot find, it's fine. If you can find the author exactly, you can put here. Okay, so I have not time to connect your website, so you can connect and you can check. Okay, and this the Chen Mei-san, alright? So I just read your paper this morning, okay? So because your topic is very broad, very comprehensive, I cannot catch. So I just suggest you, if possible, just make a small story. You don't need to talk all the situation about Singapore, it's not necessary. If you want to talk education in Singapore, it's fine. And make a small story. Try, maybe have a 5 section, okay? The introduction or some basic factor or background about education. Or the answer, okay? You use the second-hand data from the government report. And how to draw. And after that you can discuss something good, something bad, or some shortage or some advantage, or how to do some improve according to your idea, and make conclusion and reference. Okay? So because I found you mention a lot of things, but I cannot catch because it's quite broad. Okay, so this is the 8 gentlemen and a lady already dropped, and if you already dropped something, and then we can discuss it later. All right, and here, as more important, you can design which day is good for you to do the presentation. So the first things you need to draw your paper first, and after that follow your paper. Make maybe 20 page for your PPT, because you will present 20 minutes. So maybe 20 PPT is good for you. And after that, have a 5 Q&A, 5 minutes for your Q&A, and then your job, your work, finish. So very easy, okay? And after that, if you continue for your master program, you want to draw your presentation, actually you can follow. And then I think it's good for you. So This is my idea. And
20 minutes.
Professor, gentleman's leading.
okay.
Have fun.
So enjoy your time.
Next week I will present, so prepare.
So you no. You already told the time.
Yeah, next week.
Okay.
Next week. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
你要走？
没有那要给到自己啊。
哦，你要走？都走。都。对吧？一个开始我还以为这是手机屏幕，然后它要好。看它这样子。我没用 WiFi。我用屏幕。你上我听过那个？哎，那个谁？哎，那个谁嘛？
我看过，我说是换眼睛选一个很对。
比如说我想删掉这个东西。
我都给你删掉，但是那个你那个我给你删掉，然后因为这些光的时候，因为之前因为有些人手里是手里有点人快了，所以他
哦，快了。
那个的意思哈。
哎呀。
还好是，看。然后那这个就是少了。你那什么？那我国界是。
我傻掉。
好怕。
讲那些事情啊。现在已经是什么时代？
Okay, so this I visited Poland, and I also make a report share with you. Actually, the Poland also very interesting. They start on the job 7:30. Okay, and until 15:30. They finish. So actually they are not enjoy lunch, no lunch. So when you study on there, all the class from 7:30 to the 15:30, no lunch. Okay, so actually because the daytime is quite short. So I just doing my first job. Present my first seminar on there and talk about Taiwan and the Providence University with all faculty of the management. And then on the next day, Wednesday, I also do the 2 presentations for the 2 lecture for the student. And after that, this is the I also have the open lecture. This is very proud that the day they put my photo on the website on their university. And actually, when I do my presentation, and the computer shut down, so I cannot the work. So I only try to talk. Okay, but after that, we are so happy. So everybody all very happy to join my open lecture. So the total near 200 students and the teacher we get together. So I think this is a very good experience for me. I'm very enjoying on there. So, but Actually, I also very happy I had the experience to try to talk something about the cross-cultural management. So the first thing, because no computer how to present my topic, I just try to talk something about the greater learning. Greater learning. So in the Chinese, we have very famous the book. Mr. Bang, any question? No. Okay. So do you know about greater learning? What is greater learning? Greater learning in the Chinese world, we would like to talk. This is the 大学. So this is the very famous book. In the Chinese, we have the four different books. 伦理、孟子、大学、中庸. It's very great. So actually, this is 4 books. They just try to mention, for example, I just try to follow my thinking, my logic, try to talk what is greater learning. So in the Chinese world, this is special for the one person. The one person, how to construct their idea, okay? And the second is for 2 persons, how to make a good relationship for each other. And after that, they can try to get the optimal situation in all the society. So the first thing is mean what is greater learning? We need to make a definition. So the greater learning is we need to let everybody they can understand how to get the knowledge. So it is special for the one person. How to let you become successful. Okay. So you need to get more knowledge. For example, you want to be consumer, producers, or the factor supply or the factor demand, and how to make your decision. You can get the exactly idea. And the second, how to have a good relationship with someone. It's not only you. You need to have a connect or you need to construct a good relationship, for example, with your family. How about the parent and the children, or the brother and the sister, or the husband and the wife, or how to make a friend. So this is special for the 2 persons. So we need to consider how to make a good relationship for each other. And after that, we need to try to find how to get the optimal situation. So the optimal situation for all the society. And after that, I just try to show you how to become successful individuals. Okay, so I just try to tell the story because the computer cannot work. So I just provided some special story and try to let them know what topic I want to draw. This is my visiting. Okay, so we just continue. So now here we can understand all the person. Maybe most people prefer on the 19, but have the some student not present their idea, in particular from Germany and Japan, and maybe have the So now we have the 8 students. They are not mentioned which they prefer. So maybe next week have the 2 gentlemen want to present. Okay. So we just try to follow all the procedure. And so here we just try to continue to see the part 2. If you go back to check your e-learning. So e-learning, you can try to see some theoretical foundation of the international and the cross-cultural management, all right? So, Mrs. Liang, come down. Okay, please come down, all right? If you have any question, we can talk, all right? So here, the chapter 4, we just try to see the objective of the cross-cultural management, all right? So last time we already mentioned about in Roma, do Roma things. So here, this chapter, we just try to know about the cross-cultural management, how to relate it with your international management and the cross-cultural competence. So sometimes if you go to the different country, maybe you do some international business, you need to try to challenge some different culture, or maybe have the different situation. So for example, here we also can see this is all interesting. I'm not sure which one. Okay. Last time we mentioned I went to the Lithuania, the toilets. Okay. This one. And this one is for men, okay, and this one is for women. And actually, this time I go to the Poland. Their toilet also special, like this one, and the mark. Which one is man, which one is the woman. You go to the toilet, you don't know which one you should go. Okay? And this is a man, this is a woman. Okay, so yeah, I also made a photo, but this computer, this is a new computer. Maybe they are not set up, so I cannot find it. So I think this is all interesting, okay? So maybe you go to the different country, you also find a different situation, or maybe look, it's very strange, okay? So here, we just try to see, one day, if you go to the international business, you need to know some different skill or competence. Or you also try, because you join the different culture. So, for example, the gentleman, how long you stay here? How long?
7 years.
Alright, so you already know a lot of situation in Taiwan.
Yeah.
So your girlfriend are Taiwanese?
One before was, yeah.
So you already changed?
Yes, changed.
Okay. So have some relationship with the different culture?
Many different.
Many different. Okay, for example, you any
American, Polish, German, Mongolian, Chinese. Yeah, many
No, I mean your girlfriend.
My girlfriend now.
So very.
Not now. Break time.
Break time.
Just joking, okay? So sometimes we got the different culture. One day, for example, you have the cross marriage. Sometimes you need to consider the different country, maybe have a different situation. But actually, I visited in Poland. I found that Poland lady actually very conservative. Yeah, more quiet, shame. They didn't like to talk to the foreigner people. And so here, you just try to consider how to design your objective. So like the leader in China, the Deng Xiaoping, he said, you don't need to carry white cart or black cart. You only carry the cart can catch mouse. Okay, so maybe the same situation. So if you go to the different country, organize the different company, you need to consider how to do this more efficient. Okay, so if you do some visiting, you need to depend on someone to do some translation for you. This is good or not. Okay, if you can speak their language, maybe it's easy. For example, the Singapore president, former president Lee Kuan Yew, one day he visited in Taiwan. Yes. Okay, thank you. And actually,
Isn't it the highest head of state?
No.
Our Prime Minister is not there.
okay,
President is more of a
For
female.
sure, for sure.
I think he visited Taiwan so many times. And Lee Kuan Yew, he visited Taiwan, I think, in 1980. Okay? Lee Kuan Yew come to Taiwan for the visiting. And Lee Kuan Yew can talk to Taiwanese directly.
Taiwanese or Chinese?
Taiwanese.
Taiwanese.
Yes, Taiwanese. And our president, Jiang Jingguo, he was very surprised. Because Jiang Jingguo, he cannot speak in Taiwanese. But the foreign leader come to Taiwan can talk to our local people. So he was very surprised. So and after that, he know the Taiwan political situation will controlled by Taiwanese. So this is the very special story. So the Jiang Jingguo, he was very sad. Why the foreign leader come to Taiwan can talk to the Taiwanese people directly in Taiwanese, but he cannot. Okay, so he was very surprised. So in particular, you can look from 1949 to 1918. During this period, who controlled Taiwan is mainland Chinese. Mainland Chinese. Actually, their proportion, they only 10%. They control all the Taiwanese. So the Taiwanese, they cannot speak in Taiwanese language. If you speak Taiwan language, you need to be punished. You need to pay money in the primary school. Okay, when I was young. And after that, from 1980 until now, okay, in particular, 1987, the Jiang Jingguo, he died. So all the situation will change. Because the Taiwanese actually, the Taiwanese people are maybe more than 75%. And 15% this is the Taiwanese. So now the Taiwanese want to independent. And this is the first generation from the mainland Chinese all died. So now this is the new generation. So in new generation, so they also follow. So now the China very worried because the Taiwanese voice they cannot accept to be Chinese again. So this is the Taiwan story. Okay, so maybe nobody know after the 2020 any change we don't know. So here I just try to talk. If we want to let your company in the foreign marketing become more successful, you need to consider how to do it more efficiency. Okay, you need to look to see the right person, right where, and then we can get the right result. For example, the Taiwan and China. If China to attend Taiwan, Taiwan will be independent with China. It's very difficult to get together. So how to do more cooperation? We don't need to fight each other. We don't need to respect to or love each other. So this is the newer story. Okay? So the same. So adapt corporate management, the process, you need to consider how to let your cultural difference become we can respect to each other or we can accept. This is more important. So and after that, how to prevent the error or conflict. Because I'm not sure actually for our real life, just for the short time, while we need to fight each other or hate each other, this is not necessary. We need to have or to do more cooperation. It's good for each other. So, and after that, we just try to consider what is cross-cultural management. You can design some different managed type or which level or when you need. So here they also mention some special the special case for this situation. So one is for here, you also can try to see. For example, this is the top management, the structural leader. So because the different level and they have different situation or they want to conserve the different story. So here, you also can try to see how to do or they can sustainable. For example, the Lithuania, the gentleman, they consider the Taiwan pollution. Compare the pollution and between Taiwan and Lithuania. So just try to see. For example, we also mentioned before when we make the definition, the gross national product always equal to gross national pollution. Okay. So sometimes you can see the product equal to pollution. So maybe 20 years ago, one famous company, one from the Germany, moved to Taiwan. But actually, the company is very dangerous. I think it's the chemistry. They make heavy pollution. So, but let's say if the pollution got some problem, I think in 1980 in India, a lot of people died because the chemistry company broke. So they produce quite heavy pollution for people. So a lot of people died. So our government just made a decision. We want to have the gross national product, but we don't like to have gross national pollution. So this company project quit. We don't like. Although they can do a lot of investment in Taichung, but our government say no, we don't like. So like this situation. So the China, I think now the current situation is set. So they consider how to be the green environment. They don't like to make more pollution again. So when the economic got a higher achievement, so they will consider this situation so much. So here we just try to consider how to let our country or the environment become better. Okay, so here we just try to see which international marketing product provides a long-lasting profit or should be assessed. So when you make a decision, you need to consider how long for your lasting profit. Okay, and the next you also imagine the company how to do for the international marketing and the service. For example, the Toyota, it make so many car, and but the car got a little problem, and then they just try to do this service. They ask a lot of car, they need to come back to do repair or remanagement again. So, but if they don't care this service, maybe they will got a lot of problem in the future. So sometimes they need to consider, but they also pay a lot of money for this situation. So, and after that, they also try to consider about the international marketing, how to do the export, or for example, we can look. I mean, for the industry. For example, Japan, their technology actually they advanced better than Taiwan 10 years, maybe 10 years. Okay. So Japan, the company always transfer some business to Taiwan. Okay. And after that, Taiwan will transfer some business to China. Okay, and the time that also 10 years. 10 years. So sometimes how to do more cooperation. And after that, China maybe will transfer to the Asia Eastern country. I mean the Southeast Asia, like the Iran or Indonesia or Philippines as well. So sometimes just try to do some transfer. Okay, so if you do the business, you need to connect. For example, some machine they didn't like. For example, in Taiwan, some motorcycle they don't like. They just export. For example, the motorcycle in Taiwan already used for 10 years. And actually, this is the second hand. Nobody like to buy it. So they just export to another country. Maybe to a poor country, they want try to do some import. So they also can do a lot of business. Okay? So actually for the industry, this is the this is the chain supply rule. Okay? I mean just transfer. So the other way, for example, in Japan, now they got a big trouble about the aging problem. Okay, and actually this aging problem, a lot of question. For example, how about the public house, or the aging caring, or aging medicine, or the caring system. And actually, Taiwan, we also got some experience from Japan, because 10 years ago happened in Japan, and after 10 years happened in Taiwan again. So sometimes we need try to do some international business. We need to try to consider, maybe after 10 years in China as well, in particular for the population structure. I'm not sure if you found the situation. Like here, you can look. For example, this is a man, okay, and this is the female, okay. For example, if you found the statistics, this is, for example, this is on the 2015, but after that, maybe after 10 years, for example, to 2025, this structure will move, will change. Okay, so like the last time we mentioned, now China got a big trouble because the 18 to 24 this generation, the population structure, the big change for the men, maybe have the 114, and for the woman, maybe 100. It means for this generation, okay, like the Mr. Huang, your generation, so many men cannot find partner. So if you can find from Taiwan, you can make decision earlier. I mean, like this situation. If you go back to China, you cannot find girl. Okay, so now you have so many choices. So maybe it's good for you. Okay, so but this is the leader Xi Jinping. He mentioned in his report, told this story, and actually this story how to solve? No, actually they just extend. You know, for example, this is the 2017. And you can imagine, how about the 2027? The same, it's represent 28 to 34, also got this trouble.
Yeah.
So they just extend the time, okay, and the problem always funny. So except you can try to use any social policy or anything, the government policy can solve this population. So I just try to mention for the international business. Okay, so now the aging problem in Japan. So after 10 years, aging problem in Taiwan, and after 10 years, aging problem in China. Okay, so I'm not sure in another Southeast Asian country, for example now Vietnam, most generation very young. So the Vietnam economic will become grow up. Do you know why? Because in Vietnam, all young generation. Vietnam, all young generation, you know. So I mean, for the economic product, they will increase. But for Japan and Taiwan will fall down. Yeah, or decrease.
Because all people cannot produce, they can only consume.
Yeah, in particular for the dependency ratio.
Yeah.
I mean, the dependent ratio, it means you can compare. It's represent. This is the working age. Okay. Maybe and this is the younger and the elderly. Okay. The elderly. This is all not working.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So.
also the birth rate is falling so much.
Yes, yeah. So the young generation population or the elderly, the population, they got a higher proportion. Actually, it represents their dependency or the ratio is quite high.
Yeah.
So yes.
But if the automated factory become more popular in every country, then we don't need working force like before.
So yeah, so just try to consider this situation. I'm not sure in Japan now the whole proportion for the elderly. Sometimes we design 65.
Yes.
Or the other way, maybe the retirement age will extend to 70.
Now it's 65, but it has a new law being passed in our Congress. It says if even the person who is 65 plus, he or she has a will to work, and as long as the company has a resource for them to work, they can still remain in the company. But
so yeah, I mean, for example, in Taiwanese society, 60, most people retire. But now maybe we chose we extend to 65. But in European country, now they extend to 70. Yeah.
But still, if the work efficiency grow like nowadays, the work efficiency is growing, and we don't need that much people for working anymore. Like AI can replace a lot of our jobs. In that case, we don't need people for working till like 70 or 75. It just doesn't make sense that way.
Yeah, so I'm not sure in Japan how to solve this problem. So in Japan, most people can work longer or...
It will only work if the government decides to tax the robots, which is proposed by Bill Gates. But if they cannot get around...
I don't think that
See, if they cannot tax, if no one's working and they cannot tax robots the same way they tax people, the government won't.
Well, you don't need tax anymore, maybe. Like
They would. The government
no,
needs
it's
to-
like you don't gain any income in the one time, not one time. I mean, in the time period, and then instead of you earn the individual income, you earn as like the country income, and then that will divide it to individual like basic incomes. In that way,
I get that, but what I mean is, the actual robots working have to pay tax to the government, not to us, to the government, and the government will disperse the basic income.
so you mean like the person who owns the robot have the robot tax?
I don't know if that's what Bill Gates proposed. He said if a robot replaces a human being, that robot that does that job has to be taxed the same way the human was previously taxed. Otherwise, there would be no way for the government to make money from it.
Actually, it's dependent on the contribution and the benefit.
Yeah.
Okay.
If not, the government would collapse. There would be no government. And only corporations would control the entire world, which could happen too.
So if you can pay more contribution earlier, and then when you retire, you can get your benefit for your retirement. So basically, you can try to see for the pension system. Okay, the pension system we have the three choices. One is for the public pension. Okay, public pension, or state pension. And the second is we call occupational pension, and the third is the personal pension. Okay, so I'm not sure you try to see the public pension is mean if you already older than 65, the government provide the public pension for you. And if you join some special occupation, your profession, like the teacher to do the teaching, and you also can have some occupational pension. And the personal pension is me. You buy the savings, buy insurance. This is the buy insurance by yourself. Okay, and this is the foster insurance. Foster insurance.
Usually called safety net.
Yeah. So here on your working time, you must pay some contribution. For example, you 25 years old on work, and 65, you retire. So the working time, you already pay 40 years for your contribution. Okay, and after that, you can receive this benefit, and year by year. Okay, if you join some special job, you can have some occupational pension. Okay, but you also to pay contribution. But sometimes your boss and the government pay some for you. This is what we call occupational pension.
That's what I mean. So if robots take your job, then where will that money come from?
Yeah.
So the government will either collapse or...
So maybe the government will pay, for example, maybe pay 30% for you, and your boss will pay 40% for you, and your person, you also pay 30%. For example, I'm a teacher on the Providence University. I only pay 30%, but Providence University pay 40%. Government pays 30%. And when I retire, I can have this occupational pension. So this is occupational pension. And the third is personal pension. Is depending on you. It's by individual. You can make decision. If you have more money, you can buy more. So if you can buy more, then you can receive more benefit when you retire. So you have the three choices. Okay. So actually, the first is belong to the foster insurance or social insurance. This is the first. You step here, you must pay. Okay. Except you pay income tax, you also need to pay some contribution for your public pension. This is for social security system. Social security. So, yeah. So another way, like the European country and the Asian country, we got a very different. Because in Asian country, this very very free in Asian country, but in European country they pay more. So when you do the export, okay, do you know why in Asian country the product so cheap? Because like China, export the product commodity to entire world. They are not calculated about the public pension. Okay, but in the European country, they must pay. So you can see, Asian country, the product always cheaper, and European country, the product always expensive, because their product, their price include the contribution inside. So I'm not sure this is the other way. For example, the VAT in the UK, do you know how much? In the UK, 18%. Okay. But in Taiwan, I think we only 5%, or maybe lower. So this is the very different. So another country in Europe maybe 15%. So always very high. Okay. So maybe in a different country, we got different story. So when you do the international business, you also to concern about the tax structure in a different area. Because, for example, in China, in 1980, all the tax all free, tax all free. You don't need to pay any tax. But now the situation already changed, okay? Because the China maybe the tax free stop, you need to pay tax, okay? So this is the maybe now the tax maybe 5% or the tax burden or maybe more. So this is always can change, you know, the government policy. So sometimes you do the international business, you need to concern about the international business in a different country, the tax structure or the tax burden. I think this is all important. And the other way, you also try to concern about the company. If they have some special culture, should they promote inside the firm? For example, in Taiwan, most companies they need to buy. Then should you buy or not? In particular on the July, okay? In Chinese calendar, July 15, Chinese calendar. So you are a foreign company, but you are workers. 99% the people they concern they need to buy. And if you don't like, maybe they are workers. They are not consider more safety. Okay, because they just concern. This is the ghost months. Okay. So including our university. Actually, we belong to the Roman Cathedral, but you can check if you in here on July, this university also doing some buyback. Yeah. So you just spend a little money, but everybody will be happy. Why not? Okay. You don't need to concern little money. Maybe this is like a communication or socializing. Okay, you're doing some socializing. Okay, so I think maybe we need. And the next here, you also try to concern if you to be the middle label. Okay, this is the like the CEO, so you also try to consider how to do it's good for you. So here you also try to consider which supply can support our marketing or logistic production in the marketing aid. Okay, so you need to consider who can solve the problem for you. So we just try to consider how to do it more efficiency or more effective. So and after that, you also try to see we need to address or get new customer and how to do it's look like the marketing aid. Okay, take care.
Thank you.
So. We just try to consider another the situation. So here, do you know about the bulletin staff? Shall we hire bilingual staff? And if they to do some translation. Something wrong, or should you to do that? So, yeah. So maybe we just try to consider. But the gentleman, it's good. Are you from Japan, but you live in China quite a long time? So you're already a very good Chinese. No?
Okay.
Okay. So, do you need, if you do the business in China, should you need hire Chinese person to do some translation for you or just director? So, I mean, like this situation. Okay? Okay, so here we just try to concern. I mean, the manager or staff responsible for the international cross-cultural management operation. So, in particular, if you do the international business, you need to consider how to use the different communication skill, or try to know each other, and then you can make the mistake decrease. So, if you can know about the different culture, maybe it's good for you. You can do very well for your job. So, for example, here they just mentioned some question. How can I avoid a cross-cultural misunderstanding? Okay, so sometimes it's very difficult because you, for example, when I bring some tea to my supervisor in the UK, but they just open directly. Okay, so but for the Asian culture, we don't like. Do you know why? Because the key actually, if you don't use, then this is empty. They can keep longer. Okay, but when you open, then their fresh decrease. So, but for the UK friend, they just look, because you provide a gift to them, they want to share, or is represent, they are so happy, so they just open directly to enjoy or to share and sense to you so much. So this is the difference. I'm not sure you got this experience before or not. In Taiwan, if someone provide a gift to you, we don't like open directly. We always bring back in the house and then check, open again. But for the Western country, they are not. They prefer open directly. Okay, so how about Japan? Japan the same?
It's more like Taiwanese, I guess. We usually don't open the gift in front of people, but some people do. So I don't know what happened there.
Right. And how about Korea? No, I mean,
we don't have any culture.
I mean, what is represent more pride? If someone brings some gift to Mongolia, your family would like to open directly, or when the guest back and then you open again? Right, maybe in the Asian country, or prefer when the guest go back and then we just check. Okay, so but in the UK they prefer they open directly. So, and how about the Christmas? Do you like to buy the Christmas, buy the gift before Christmas or not? You know, when I was studying in the UK, before Christmas, all the supermarkets very busy. They buy so many things for Christmas. But after Christmas, the shop also very busy. Do you know why? Returns. Yes, return. Yeah, it's very strange, you know. So someone maybe buy a big coat, but they are not to take off the mark for the Christmas party, okay? But the mark they are not throw away, and the 26 they just return. And so in the UK, all the supermarkets are all very busy after the 26th to the New Year.
When I was in Japan, I read an article about, I think it's Poland somewhere, and they have very unique present custom. What they do is they bring the box of the product and they pack it, and then they give whatever they want to give them, and then with receipt. And in that moment, the who received the present will open the box and see, oh, this how much is this? And because there's a receipt there, so they can see the price. And also, the interesting thing is, if they don't like it, they can return it. And the reason they ask for the price is they want to buy good stuff in cheap price. So it's like if you give her, for example, like a PS4, and it should cost like 100 NT, but you bought it like 150 NT, and they will just return it.
Right.
But if you buy like 50 NT, and they will receive it.
You mean in Japan?
No, in Poland. Not in Japan, in Poland.
In Poland. I'm not sure. Actually, I was buy a little things. I'm not buy so many things from Poland. So yeah, maybe. So you just try to see the different idea. Actually, it's easy to get a mistake or misunderstanding. All right. And the other way, maybe have the sun, how to call this word, how to call?
Which one?
So it means maybe they are not like the white person, okay? Maybe I'm not sure for the Asian country because, for example, do you know High Eastern in the entire world, which country there is more tall? I mean in the entire world, which people is more higher?
Oh, taller.
Taller. Yeah.
Russian?
Irish.
No.
荷兰人呢？
Polish.
Yeah, New Zealand.
荷兰人最高的。
New Zealand.
Poland.
Maybe,
Netherlands.
yeah, maybe their average is the average 186. So it's the tallest in the entire world. Okay. So sometimes you look, they are very, very proud. Okay. But for the Asian country, okay, we always look small size. Okay. So maybe Mongolia is fine. You look very tall. Okay. But for the Asian country, maybe Japan is not so high, so tall. Japan, not Taiwan. Maybe. No.
Now Japanese average is, I remember last time I checked it was like 175 or something.
Or maybe for the new generation, you always come tall. Okay.
I'm close to that.
So Singapore not so tall?
Not as tall as Netherlands.
No. But it's fine. So I mean, sometimes this is the different people. Okay. We got the sometimes for the European country. actually, you don't need to care so much, okay? So we just try to consider how can I deepen my knowledge of the other culture or the custom. So how do you think? I mean, how to support my staff in the deepening their cultural knowledge or understanding. Okay, so sometimes you cannot only depend on their tour. Okay, you need to more deeper concern. How about the knowledge? Or the other word, for example, can you imagine everybody in the UK they can speak very well in English or not?
Maybe they could all speak English, but not the proper grammar.
Yeah, you know, my supervisor in the UK, they told me my English better than a British person.
论装逼这个时候。
Okay, the other sample. Can you believe one foreigner people he got a good ability in Chinese better than Chinese? Do you know why? Why? Okay. Why all the Chinese they cannot represent? They have the good ability in Chinese. Why?
Because language learners they learn from the grammar, but if you're a native speaker, you don't learn from the grammar, so you don't understand the construction of the sentence.
Okay, good point. So, for example, if Chinese or Taiwanese, okay, Taiwanese, some person they only got the primary school, the education level, and some person got the PhD level. Why they have the same language, the ability in Chinese? It's different.
Yes.
So in the UK, some person I write down the paper. Maybe only 5%. The British can to do the revision for me. 95% they cannot. In particular for the writing. So you cannot say, oh, the someone they look the foreigner people they will be have good ability in English. No, actually not. Can you get my point?
Yes.
Okay. So sometimes, for example, Philippines. Most people got a higher education. Okay, so
Then where?
no,
What's the comparison?
I mean from the Philippines, they always got a master's degree. Yeah.
I don't think it's pretty common for us to study a master's degree.
Yeah. So
But university, yeah.
yeah. So I mean, sometimes I would like to talk. Actually, the Philippines, the people they got a good ability in English, better than Taiwan. Okay.
That's true.
So sometimes we need to consider. You cannot say they are Chinese. They would have a good ability in Chinese. No. Maybe they can speak, but they cannot write to do the writing. Can you get my point? So, for example, my older landlady, 85 years old, she also joined the writing course. Okay, and then she, because she had not a formal education, and then she just followed a young teacher, tried to learn how to write down good writing in English. Okay. Maybe they are foreigner people, they are British, but they are not represent, they have good ability in English writing. So can you get this point? So I believe everybody, you have good ability in English, better than normal people in the UK. Okay? So sometimes we need to construct our confidence. You must pay more attention for your write it in English, and then you can get a good paper. Okay, so like this situation. So sometimes, how can I support my staff in the deeply their cultural knowledge and understanding? So for example, gentlemen, you come from China, do you know about Chinese culture? Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, because your cultural knowledge may be not the comprehensive compared with your parent. Okay, although you are Chinese, but you don't know about the Chinese story. For example, when I was young, we need to remember so many Chinese history, 5,000 years. So every day because we need to take a lot of exam. Okay, so we need to study a lot of things. But for the new generation, maybe not. They don't like to study the Chinese history, so they don't know any Chinese story again. So this is the big trouble. So sometimes you cannot imagine everybody has the same knowledge or same understanding. No, maybe it's different. So except that you can pay more attention. So for example, a gentleman and lady, any question you have? You talk so many things. For example,
一鼓作气啊！
一鼓作气。
他想听故事，我就跟他讲。
Okay, so how to say? You just try to translate it in English. So sometimes we need to try to know how can I learn about the attitude of my foreign business partner. Okay, so sometimes we need to respect too and try to know something special. For example, last day I found one story also interesting. One homeless, the guy, he just talked to God. He prefer become to God. Okay, he's a homeless.
Homeless.
流浪汉. And he talked to the 菩萨, the God, say he hope he can become
Rich.
Buddha. Become the God. And the God said, okay.
Can I just say something? If that homeless in Philippines, yes, he will think, I want to be rich.
Yeah.
I want to be God.
Maybe not in Philippines.
Yeah. But the God only provided one requirement. Choir, gentlemen, would you like to listen to the story?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So he just said, all right. The God only one requirement to him. Say you must keep quiet. Then you can become to God. Okay. And the homeless guy said, okay, I would like to try. And the first thing is he just sit there like the Buddha. And one rich person just prayed, but he forgot the baggage. And so he go out. The other one come in, he's a poor person. He just pray, God, please let me have the money. And then he found, do your money. And then the poor person was very happy because he had the money, he can buy medicine for his family. So he was very happy and thanks to God so much. And the third gentleman come in, he's a fisherman. He just come in to pray, say the no windy, and then he can go to the outside to catch a lot of fish. But the rich person just come back, say, why? I lost my package. You take my package, please return. Okay, and then they fight each other. But this homeless, this guy, he's not a real God. He cannot keep quiet. He just talk the truth to everybody. Okay, your package is the poor person catch, not this fisherman. Okay, and the rich person just want to take back the baggage, and after that something happened. Okay, because the God just want to let the fisherman and the rich person fight each other. Don't go to outside, because the outside the windy very strong. But the homeless he broke this requirement, so let the fisherman die because he go to the outside to catch fish, and they face the strong windy, so the fisherman died. Okay, and the second one, because the older person returned the money, no money to buy medicine for his family, so his family died. Okay, and the rich person, he catch his money again, but he cannot did any contribution for human. So all the result, they depending on the homeless, why he talk the truth. The God just ask him keep quiet, so he cannot do a good job in the God. Okay, so can you understand? Sometimes you need to keep quiet, listen to my talking. You don't talk and talk. As a broke regulation.
I like this.
So, can you understand? No?
Oh. It all makes sense now.
So, this is the story. Okay? So, the other story, I'm not sure I talked to you before or not. Okay? The dog. I talk the dog. Dog. I told the story of the dog to you before or not? No. Okay. The same. Okay.
The same.
See me. Okay. The dog, actually, he was born in a rich family. So every day he just enjoy a lot of good meal, good treatment, anything. But one day, his boss didn't like him again because he become older.
Okay.
So just ask him, become homeless. Go out. We don't like you again. So the dog become very poor, very old, very poor. Got an ear. Nobody like him. Only one butch. Look him is very poor. So provided some meal to this dog. So this dog every day just sit behind the bush. Okay? But after that, the business of bush, his business fall down. Nobody want to buy the meal from this bush. And he was very surprised, saying, one day he just asked the customer, say, why you didn't come to my shop to buy meal? And the customer said, you look, you behind your bush have a dog, very dirty, got the ear, nobody want to buy meal from you. And this bush was very angry, just kill the dog, the red dog.
Does that mean if we don't be quiet, we will be killed?
So just kill. And then the dog, he just complained to God. And the God said, okay, do you need any compensation from the bush? And the dog talked to God, said, I hope the bush become rich person for next generation. Do you know why? He killed him and then he hoped the bush can become a rich person for the next generation. Do you know why? Because the dog talked to the God, my last generation a rich person.
I don't understand what's going on.
So the dog
this is a circle. A circle. Okay? So if this generation you are a rich person, the next generation you'll be dog again.
No, it's like you. Okay,
You are a dog.
So the dog expect the butcher become rich is because once in the second generation of that butcher, he is rich at the beginning, but in the future, that butcher, because he born rich, so that's why he don't know how to contain the money. And then the butcher, the second generation butcher, will be poor and poor time after time. And then the second generation butcher will be old and abandoned by someone. At that time, the old butcher will feel the same as a dog, right?
Okay, thank you for thank you for your presentation and to do more explain to me. Okay, so here just try to continue, try to know something. All right. So here, which mistake should I avoid? Okay, or when I leading a cross cultural team, and how do I learn to deal with stress and the frustration when they experience cross-cultural difference at the work. Okay, so I mean one day you're doing some job, maybe you got a different culture. For example, I never been to Mongolia. Okay, so I'm not sure Mongolia any special or any different with Taiwan. Can you imagine? Okay, so for example, most Mongolia, do you like to eat fish?
Not really.
Not really, no fish.
Of course we have fish, but we don't really eat fish like Mongolians like to eat meat.
Yeah, because you know when I visit Poland, and my friend just asked me, what meal do you want? And I just told the truth, I want to eat fish. But they say it's very difficult for the Poland to have a fish. I don't know actually, because for example, this is I just try to talk to you. It's a different story, because in Taiwan, we are easily to have the fish, okay? And then we have the meal, all the fish. But in Poland, maybe not easy. Okay? Although you have fish, but it is not fresh. Not fresh.
No, maybe that's from river, not that is sweet fish, not in the ocean.
Yeah. So in Taiwan we have, in particular in Japan, you are easy to have a live fish. Okay. You go to the Japanese restaurant, okay, the fish just alive in the river or in the pool, okay?
In the pool, yes, but not in the river.
So you are easy to have a live fish, okay? But maybe in Mongolia, or you can find a fish, but in the freezer, right? No?
We have a lake, so we can.
Oh, there's a lake.
So there's
So
lake
they have a lake
and
fish.
rivers, and there's a lot of fish we can.
So in general, in your normal life, do you have the fish?
Of course.
Really? Okay. So, but I think most meal you prefer use the pork or
No, we
the
don't like
lamb, beef. So you don't like to eat pork?
Pork, they have it.
We don't really eat everything. We usually eat like beef and lamb and horse meat and
So I mean, in the different societies, in a different society, maybe we have the different meal. Yes.
About this, I actually always had a question.
Yes.
So when that culture difference happen, what should we deal with it? Because like well, I remember there was one time when I was in the United States. They tell I was in the cabin with my friend.
Yeah.
So basically, there's only a house around the lake, and there's no one there, no other people there. There's only me and my friend, three of us. And in the dinner, they eat salami with bread. And I don't like salami because it's raw. And I try to just burn it for a little bit. But they said it's just not the way to eat it. So that's why they have a bread and have salami and eat like that. They eat the raw salami. So that doesn't, to me, I don't want to eat that way because I don't really like to eat raw meat in general. But I don't know what can I do when that happens, that culture difference happens at that point. What do you suggest? Should I be the rude guy saying no? I don't want to be in your custom, and then I just run to the kitchen, or I sit there and do as wrongs.
I think you need to try.
Try raw.
Yeah, try to eat some.
If
no food, you are hungry. For example, my British friend invited me to go to her house, and I just imagined maybe had a big meal, but I was very surprised. Just color.
What? Just color?
Color.
Carrot?
Yeah.
Oh, carrot. Oh.
And then they cut it like this one and put it in the glass.
Oh, like a veggie stick.
Yes,
Wow.
yes. And some cake. I don't like. You know?
Yeah.
For example, do you like to eat salad?
No.
Yeah. Some person like salad, but some person we don't like. Actually, I don't like. Okay. But in the Western country, salad is very important.
Yes.
Okay. Most people, for example, plant some vegetable, just eat directly. Okay. So, I don't know actually, if you go to the European country, most people just use the vegetable and put some oil, salt, and then they can eat directly. But for the Asian country, maybe it's very difficult to eat. Okay.
No, in my country, many people they love salad.
So
They like the fresh one.
So you also prefer have the salad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If in my meal don't have a salad or some kind of vegetable, I don't really feel it's delicious at all.
Yeah.
So I think it's depends on what kind of vegetable you put in. Like when I was in States, they put raw mushrooms in the salad.
Mushroom?
Raw mushroom, yeah. So it tastes so weird, but
No, mushroom we never eat in fresh. They just cook with just salad
Yes.
and some kind of.
yes. But professor at this point, she asking if they serve
Carrot, no, carrot
something.
can eat. They can eat fresh.
Yes, but what I think what you mean is when people serve something you don't want to eat.
Yeah.
To give some reason, if you don't want to eat.
No, for my person, I would like to accept, but I can eat a little. I cannot reject. This is implied. Although I don't like, but I just try. So I just suggest, gentlemen, you must try. Maybe just little, you don't need to eat more. And then sometimes you need to change your mind. You need to consider one day you become to another different country. You need to be surviving, okay? So if everything you don't like, I don't like to change, then this is not so good. We need to do some little change, okay, and try, and it's good for you. So actually, I cannot say I was born where. I mean, you are Japanese, I'm Taiwanese, and Chinese, or Singaporeans. We cannot make any decision before. Okay, so sometimes we just accept. For example, we cannot accept we cannot make decision for our parent. Who can to be your parent? We cannot make any decision. We only accept. If our parents they are more higher achievement, we are so lucky. If our parents only have a lower socio-economic status, it's ours. Okay, you don't need to complain. Okay, this is we need to make to face these challenge things. Okay, so if you consider we got the poor economic status, we need to pay our attention, try to do some improvement, and then we can step by step got a good situation. Okay, if we are so lucky, our parents already have a higher social economic status. It's our lucky. Okay, so we need try to do something for this situation. Okay, so I hope if possible you can try to consider what challenge you have. So, for example, the purpose for your company, just try to consider the more marketing, the more comprehensive or complexity. Okay, and the language is also important. If you can speak very well in the different language, maybe you got a good achievement in the future. And the other way, you also try to consider each situation is a unit or more comprehensive. Okay, and if your leader got a strong and authentic, maybe you just try to consider maybe their ability is enough to change. Okay, and after that you also try to consider so many things about the time, experience, or some energy. So if you have good ability, then I think this is not important. You can pass all the difficult situations. So sometimes just try to let someone to know all the experience. Okay, and after that, finally, we can try to do some manage. Okay, if you have good partner, you are lucky. If you are not a good partner, maybe you need to try to do some change. Okay, so sometimes we don't need to fight each other. We need to consider how to do it good for each other. Okay, so we need to keep, or I can say, we need to calm down and carry on. Okay, we don't need to lose our mind. We need to calm down and consider how to do it good for them, good for me, or good for our group. Okay, and after that carry on, because we cannot stop. I'm not sure. One day you graduate and in this company, someone you like, but someone you don't like, but you cannot change. Okay, if you like someone, you can talk more. If you don't like someone, you just keep quiet. Sometimes we don't need to waste our resources and calm down. Okay, I think this is good to you. So actually, we need to learn so many things. We need to change our position. Change our position. Okay. For example, China want to attend Taiwan, Taiwan attend China. This is not so good. Sometimes we need to try to do more communication to change our position. And then we just look for our good friends, how to solve the problem for each other. Okay? So, alright, so today we just stop here, and I hope you need to drop your paper as soon as possible. When you completely, you can send it to me, and I also can do some service, some division for you. Alright, so today we just stop here. Okay, bye-bye.
谢谢大家。